guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly and the Spiders from Mars. He played it left hand, but made it too far. Became the special man, then we were Ziggy's band. Ziggy really sang, screwed up eyes and screwed down hairdo, like some cat from Japan. He could lick 'em by smiling, he could leave 'em to hang. They came on so loaded, man, well hung in snow white tan. So where were the spiders while the fly tried to break our bones? Or just the beer like to guide?
Good morning, Happy New Year. I'm glad we're able to gather as a college community this morning to kick off our spring semester. Please rise as you are able and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Before we begin, I want to extend my thanks to everyone who assisted with today's convocation. The media services team, Chris Abbott, the marketing communications team, the events management team, our colleagues in facilities who set up for breakfast and will clean up afterwards, and everyone who contributed information for my remarks this morning. I also want to thank our college trustee who joined us this morning. Where's Mr. Orris? Thank you, Bob Orris, for joining us. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us this morning as we kick off our spring semester with our spring convocation. I'd like to begin spring convocation with a student performance. In the fall, the Middlesex College Dance Ensemble held a concert right here. The dancers, which included a combination of current students and dance program alums, performed dances choreographed by a number of guest choreographers, including current dance students and alumni, under the direction of artistic director, Professor Amy Middlesex. The piece you're about to see is entitled Life as a Dream. The piece was choreographed by Juliana Martino and is set to music by Michael Wall. You are in for a treat.
Imagine for a moment that you could dream any life you wanted. You close your eyes, and in that instant, you are free. Free to craft the most magnificent existence imaginable. You could travel to the farthest stars, rule entire kingdoms, fall in love 1,000 times, and live centuries in a single night. And suppose that after many such dreams, you eventually decide to add a little surprise, a little challenge. Because if you always knew what was going to happen next, wouldn't that become boring? So you make things unpredictable, uncertain, thrilling. And after countless lifetimes of infinite possibilities, one day, you decide to forget that you are dreaming. You wake up as you. This is the great game of existence. Life is not something happening to you, it is something happening through you. You are not separate from the cosmos, you are the cosmos, temporarily disguised as a person. You are the ocean in a single wave. Yet most of us live as if we are separate, as if we must control every detail. We resist the flow of life, fearing what might happen if we let go. But look at the trees. They do not strain to grow, they simply grow. Look at the rivers. They do not struggle to find their way, they simply flow. What if, instead of grasping for control, we trust in life in the same way? Everything we cherish, love, laughter, adventure, exists because of contrast. There is no light without darkness, no joy without sorrow, no life without death. It is all part of the grand dance. When we resist one side of the coin, we resist life itself. But here's the secret. Life is not a problem to be solved. It is a song to be danced to, a dream to be fully embraced. And the moment we stop searching for meaning outside of this moment, we realize it has been here all along. So let go. Surrender to the rhythm of existence. Trust that the same force that spins the galaxies and makes the rivers run also guides you effortlessly, because in the end, when you awaken from this dream of life, you will smile and say, "Ah, that was a beautiful ride." Life as a dream.
So, were you impressed? I want to thank Amy for bringing the dancers here, but more importantly, the dancers themselves. And we have this morning alumni Otto Rojas and Nia Serrano. And current students, two Sashas, Sasha Marcincic, Sasha Vasquez, Kara Erickson, and Betsy Morales. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you. So before we get to the rest of the remarks, I just want to add something. When I got a chance to meet with the dancers behind stage before the performance, I said to them, I'm going to say to you that I'm the proud parent of two adopted children. My son Kevin's 28, my daughter Kate's 25, and watching these dancers is my dance fix, because my daughter no longer dances that often, right? And when she was a child, from 3 to 18, countless dance dad nights, watching performances, watching rehearsals, helping her get her stuff together, going back and getting things she forgot at home. And so sitting in the audience and watching our dancers dance brings me back to that moment. So I thank the dancers and Amy for bringing that back, and I'm putting a plug in shamelessly for the Dance Ensemble. This is their 25th year coming up. So in the fall, mark your calendar, watch the Friday Memo, come to the Dance Ensemble, and watch them perform. And you can scoot ahead a little bit here, Corey, because I skipped past all that. Right there. So I'm proud of what we as a community can achieve when we work together. I want to begin my remarks by sharing a few examples of the way we as a college community have been achieving our mission this past fall. The financial aid team, led by Director Taina Morales, have been taking the show on the road to help high school seniors and their families, as well as interested adult learners, complete the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, form. The financial aid team offered FAFSA workshops here on our Edison campus, at both centers, and at venues all across Middlesex County, with more workshops planned for the next few months. In celebration of National Transfer Week, the Advising Career and Transfer Services team, led by Director Ria Javiria, welcomed more than 50 colleges and universities to campus at our fall transfer fair in October. A record-breaking 335 students participated in the fair, meeting with representatives from our partner transfer institutions to explore program options and learn about application and scholarship requirements and deadlines. A big shout out to Student Success Advisor Deirdre Graham for coordinating the successful event. Class of 2025 graduates in our competitive health technology programs did well on their first attempt on national credentialing exams this year. Here are the first-time pass rates for graduates from our dental hygiene, radiography, and nursing programs. Congratulations to the graduates and to the faculty and staff in our health programs who prepared them so well. The e-learning team completed the integration of Ally software into Canvas. The Center for the Enrichment of Learning and Teaching will be teaming up with e-learning staff this semester to facilitate in-person and virtual workshops for faculty on how to use Ally to ensure that course content meets federal accessibility standards. Our colleagues and facilities completed a number of projects focused on maintaining and upgrading our Edison campus. Here are just 3 examples. New roofs were installed on the gateway, the Instructional Resource Center, and the library. Restrooms were modernized in Edison Hall, the Johnson Learning Center, and Raritan Hall. And the gym underwent a top-to-bottom refresh, including brand new bleachers. Mark your calendar for Pink Night on Tuesday, February 3rd, when our basketball teams will raise awareness for breast cancer research. Our information technology team was also busy in the fall. The IT team continues to work with the campus community to expand the ways in which we can use technology to support teaching and enhance work productivity. The IT team is currently testing Microsoft Copilot for integration with Office apps and Teams voice phone calling. And we are making tremendous progress with the implementation of a cloud version of our enterprise resource planning system with Ellucian. The members of the ERP committee are in the process of doing the final preparations for Go Live as we move toward the Go Live date of March 16th. I would like to commend the members of the ERP committee, led by John Mataliano and Maddie Cataranicchio, for their countless hours of hard work to get us to this point. The IT team has also been engaged in essential maintenance across campus in the fall semester, including the rollout of 9 new Xerox devices, completing the upgrade of all Xerox devices on campus, installation of 23 additional indoor cameras in the PE Center, upgrade of more than 1,000 computers to Windows 11 with Office 2024, including in computer labs and offices, and the migration of all shared mailboxes to the new email domain, middlesexcollege.edu. I am proud of the continuous improvement pursued by John and the IT department. If you have innovative ideas for consideration, please share them with the Information Technology Advisory Group, and you can report issues with technology to the help desk. Over the course of the fall semester, faculty and staff engaged students outside of the classroom in exploring program and course offerings at Middlesex College, career pathways, and what it means to be actively engaged in our community and nation. Thanks to faculty and staff across the disciplines, led by Professor Jonathan Finnerty and Acting Department Chair Giuseppe Rotolo, we've been engaged in a series of events in a year of aesthetics, a collaborative, campus-wide exploration of how beauty, form, and meaning shape human life. Events in the fall semester range from trips to the Zimmerly Art Museum in New Brunswick and Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, to presentations such as Professor Priscilla Hernandez's talk on race, gender, and the politics of skin tone, and Professor Jessica D'Onofrio's discussion about the philosophy of horror. Faculty and colleagues also coordinated events related to a wide array of topics, including censorship, the importance of voting, and what it means to be a first-generation college student. In October, more than 350 students participated in the 2nd annual Get Lit conference, which focused on banned books and censorship, And Natural Sciences Department Chair Mike Ansonoff reports that more than 100 students attended a STEM Day event in November, which was designed to generate curiosity about STEM disciplines. Thank you to faculty and staff colleagues who coordinated and encouraged students to participate in all these events. Faculty and staff across the college continue to explore how to integrate artificial intelligence, or AI, into teaching and learning, as well as in college operations. Here are a few examples. Faculty members teaching computer science courses report using AI to develop prompts for class assignments and assessments, including conversion of a quiz into a format that can be directly imported into Canvas. Business professor Martine Cadet incorporated an AI-supported business competition in her Introduction to Business course using Gamma app, an AI-powered slide builder that helps with visual design, organization, and storytelling. Martine notes that her focus was on helping students understand AI as a support tool, not something that replaces their own thinking, as she wants students to keep their own voice at the center of their work. Martine shared this quote from one of the winning students in the competition. "I want to express my sincere appreciation for the knowledge and resources you shared with us during the preparation for this pitch. Your guidance made a huge difference, and I'm incredibly thankful for the Gamma AI slide builder you introduced us to." And it is not just our faculty and staff colleagues who are experimenting with the use of AI. The New Jersey Economic Development Agency and the New Jersey Office of Innovation announced an AI fellowship program pilot last spring. The 20-hour-per-week opportunity was open to currently enrolled students of New Jersey's 18 community colleges. Out of the 89 students who applied for the fall semester pilot cohort, only 5 were selected, and 2 of the 5 were Middlesex College students. Nina Salamatova on the left, a political science major, and Simel Nouri on the right, an engineering student. They are pictured here at a report out event hosted in December by the New Jersey Council of County Colleges. The faculty and staff in the English department, led by Department Chair Matt Spano, developed a seamless 2+2 transfer pathway for students enrolled in the Middlesex College, Rutgers University dual admissions program who are interested in studying English at Rutgers University, New Brunswick, to transfer as an English major into the School of Arts and Sciences. Acting Dean Tim Hack, Acting Department Chair Giuseppe Rotolo, and Education Professor Patty Ann McMahon helped develop a new articulation agreement with Kane University so that our education transfer majors transfer seamlessly as juniors to Kane, which is the most popular transfer destination for our education graduates. Our competitive health programs, dental hygiene, radiography, and nursing, have all entered into new or expanded agreements for clinical sites here in Middlesex County. For example, Radiography Program Director Anthony Veroni reports that the radiography program has established new clinical partnerships with the Central New Jersey Medical Center Dental Clinic in Carteret and with University Radiology sites in East Brunswick and Metuchen. The Workforce Development and Lifelong Learning team, led by Executive Director Natasha James Walden, continues to partner with companies of all sizes in Middlesex County and beyond. Here are a few examples of companies that the team supported with workforce development in the fall semester. Hiring managers at these companies report that training offered by Middlesex College has empowered their employees to achieve more. Here is a quote from Deanna Reyes, HR manager at CUNY and Nagel, which has local offices here in Cranberry, where the WDLL team has been partnering to create career pathways for CUNY and Nagel employees through our college's new supply chain and logistics management program, beginning with English as a second language courses. Our Center for Adult Transitions, led by coordinator Elvia Valdez Gonzalez, continues to serve individuals with cognitive disabilities ages 18 to 24. Participants in a recent life skills course practice real-world skills using public transportation, navigating their community, and developing social and independent living skills. Elvia reports that through interactive lessons and experiential learning, our Center for Adult Transition students demonstrated greater confidence and independence. Our students have been actively engaged in community service through participation in student organizations, honor societies, athletic teams, and community-engaged courses. Here are a few examples of the ways our students made a difference in our community in the fall. Our second-year dental hygiene students offered dental screenings to students with multiple cognitive and physical disabilities at schools in Piscataway, run by the Educational Services Commission of New Jersey. Our Department of Civic Engagement and Community Partnerships, led by Director Charlotte Quigley, offered a series of service events, including the assembly of coloring books with pages designed by our students. The coloring books were donated to students at Lindenau Elementary School here in Edison. Students in honors courses teamed up with members of the college's Alpha Theta Zeta chapter of Kappa Delta Pi Honor Society for Education students to conduct a beach sweep at the Raritan Bay Waterfront Park in South Amboy, along with Professors Clara Condi and Patty Ann McMahon. The faculty and staff in the Hospitality, Culinary Arts, and Dietetics program continued their tradition of preparing and serving a meal on Thanksgiving Day to the residents of the Ozanam Family Shelter in Edison. I met in the fall with a group of 25 students, including student leaders from student organizations, student veterans and service members, student athletes, students from our Educational Opportunity Fund program, and students enrolled in honors courses. I enjoyed hearing about their experience at Middlesex College. I asked them the following 3 questions. Why did you choose Middlesex College? What is something you love about Middlesex College? And what is something you would like to see us do differently? Here are a few of the themes that emerged from that conversation. Students repeatedly expressed feeling safe, supported, and valued at Middlesex College. Several students shared that they have gained confidence while at Middlesex and feel set up for success through their experiences here at the college. They also shared that they feel prepared to transfer to a 4-year college or university. Here are some of the things that the students reported they love about Middlesex College. A number of students emphasized how important it was to them to have a personal connection with their instructor. They appreciated the small class sizes that Middlesex offers, which makes the learning environment feel more human. Students also praised the services offered by the staff in the Student Wellness and Counseling Department, noting that they felt welcomed when seeking support. Our Educational Opportunity Fund was described by students as a game changer. Students shared their appreciation for the personalized attention and encouragement from EOS staff members. And here are a few things they mentioned they would like to see the college do differently. Increase communication regarding the many resources Middlesex College makes available to our students. Encourage students of fully in-person courses to make greater use of Canvas as a resource for students. Add more bike racks on campus. And increase opportunities for paid internships and on-campus work opportunities. Thank you to Dean O'Day Hoppy and Student Life Director Zulema Cheek for coordinating this opportunity for me to hear directly from our students. Speaking of our students, let's turn now to data on enrollment and student outcomes. The charts I'm about to display were compiled by the Office of Institutional Research and Assessment, thanks to Dean Megan Eli and team. Let's take a look first at enrollment. This first chart shows a 10-year trend for total fall semester headcount enrollment with an annual increase of 5.8%. And you can see that total fall headcount continued to increase for the 4th year in a row. This second version of that chart shows the fall semester headcount without high school students taking courses via dual enrollment and an annual increase of 3%. I am proud to announce that our fall semester headcount enrollment is the largest of any community college in New Jersey for the 2nd year in a row. A contributing factor in the increase in the number of new students this past fall were the 262 students who comprised the inaugural cohort of students who are duly admitted to both Middlesex College and Rutgers University, New Brunswick. Admissions and Recruitment Director Jake Chellis reports that on average, these students registered for 13.5 credits, and that the top 5 majors they enrolled in were Business Administration Transfer, Engineering Science, Science Transfer Computer Science, Allied Health Pre-Professional, and Science Transfer Chemistry. As of last week, 233 of those students have registered to continue with us this spring semester. As you can see in the second chart, our fall semester headcount enrollment is the 5th largest in the history of Middlesex College. Our fall 2020 headcount enrollment is only 612 students shy of the all-time high fall enrollment which was in fall of 2009. Thanks to all of you who participate in recruitment events and help spread the word about all that we have to offer our community. Mark your calendar. Our spring open house is scheduled for Sunday, April 26th. Come help recruit the next class of Middlesex College students. This third chart shows a 5-year trend for fall semester headcount of first-time or new students with a 9.3% increase over last year. This second version of that chart shows the 5-year trend of new students without high school students included, with an annual increase of 6.6%. This fourth chart is a snapshot of our fall semester student body. The college maintains its status as a federally recognized Hispanic serving institution with more than a third of our students identifying as Hispanic. This fifth chart shows the percentage of graduating high school seniors from public schools in Middlesex County who enrolled in Middlesex College the fall semester after high school graduation for the past 5 years. As you can see, our capture rate is on the increase. The overall capture rate of students who graduated from last spring from a high school in Middlesex County is 19.5%, ranging from a low of 8% for Monroe Township High School to a high of 26% for Sayreville War Memorial High School and 25% for Carteret High School. Our top 3 sending municipalities remain Woodbridge, Edison, and Perth Amboy in that order. This sixth chart shows the enrollment trend since the 2019-2020 academic year among students who are still in high school. It appears that our annual dual enrollment numbers for this academic year will exceed that of last year again. Kudos to the K-12 Partnerships team for leading the charge on expanding opportunities for high school students in Middlesex County to take college courses while still in high school. Middlesex College is regarded as a leader in dual enrollment here in New Jersey. This seventh chart shows enrollment in winter session over the past 5 years, with this year's enrollment on par with that of last year. And we are still enrolling students for the spring semester. The numbers to date are 3% ahead of spring enrollment at this time last year, with 232 more students enrolled than this time last year. Thanks to our colleagues in the Student Enrollment Services Division for their ongoing work in assisting new and returning students in registering for the spring semester. Thanks, too, to the Marketing and Communications team, whose implementation of our marketing plan supports our recruitment efforts. One more thing when we were talking about enrollment. As I shared with you at last year's spring convocation, the so-called demographic cliff is on the horizon. This eighth chart shows the number of students enrolled by grade level in public schools in Middlesex County as of spring 2024. Demographics across the county are fluid, so these numbers will of course change from year to year. However, if the current numbers were to hold, you can see that the number of high school seniors would decline next year, then increase slightly in the 2027-2028 academic school year before trending downward for the foreseeable future. That means we need to continue what we've been doing for the past several years. Number 1, attract a greater percentage of graduating high school seniors. Number 2, attract a greater number of adult learners. And number 3, retain a higher percentage of our currently enrolled students. Let's turn our attention to student outcomes, retention, and graduation rates. As you can see from this ninth chart, our fall-to-fall retention rate remains strong. This 10th chart shows the 3-year graduation rate for first-time, full-time students. The most recent numbers reported to the U.S. Department of Education are for the first-time, full-time cohort of students who enrolled for the first time in fall 2021. That is, students enrolled in college for the first time registered for at least 12 credits. Our graduation rate decreased by 2 percentage points to 33%, which is still a strong rate in the community college sector in New Jersey. As you can see, our graduation rate has been generally on an upward trend over the past 8 years. This final chart shows the so-called success rate, which is the graduation rate, the orange bar, combined with the transfer out rate for students who do not earn an associate degree but transfer to a 4-year college or university, the blue bar. Taken together, these two figures comprise the success rate. We will, of course, continue to focus on ways to support our students to persist until graduation. Just a reminder that the data on graduation does not fully reflect all that we are doing. The graduation date in this chart comes from what we are required to submit to the U.S. Department of Education through the Integrated Post-Secondary Education Data System, or IPEDS. The metrics used in IPEDS were designed to measure student success at four-year colleges and universities, where the majority of students enroll on a full-time basis. As we are all aware, community colleges are open access institutions where a large percentage, generally a majority, of our students attend college on a part-time basis, work one or more jobs while attending college, and face a wide array of other obstacles to earning a college degree. Community colleges face numerous challenges in trying to keep our students on a path to degree completion, and yet that is central to our mission. I am proud of the progress we are making on retention and graduation rates, and of our ongoing efforts to do what we can to ensure that all of our students succeed. Before I turn to what's in store for this semester, I want to share two pieces of good news that happened over the winter break. After celebrating the record $2 million donation by the Nayan and Bindu Dalal Family Foundation to renovate and name this performing arts center that the Middlesex College Foundation received in the fall, the foundation is excited to share that they've also received a second record-breaking donation. Former Vice President for Finance, Paul Hilf, who died in 2023, left $2.7 million to the foundation in his estate. And just as an aside, in the 80s, Paul purchased $10,000 of Microsoft stock. We should all be so wise, right? The college will be working with the Middlesex College Foundation Board of Directors to create the Paul Hilf Center for Allied Health Education. In collaboration with the American Council of Education, the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching recently announced a new Carnegie designation for institutions of higher education, the Carnegie Elective Classification for Community Engagement. I am proud to announce that Middlesex College is one of only 277 out of the 5,000 colleges in the country to receive that initial designation. In sharing with us the news about this recognition, the Carnegie Foundation noted that our application, quote, documented excellent alignment among campus mission, culture, leadership, resources, and practices that support dynamic and noteworthy community engagement, end quote. Thanks to Charlotte Quigley for compiling our application for this prestigious recognition. I now want to share information about what's in store for the spring semester. Our athletics department, under the leadership of Athletic Director Rocco Constantino, will be hosting the National Girls and Women in Sports Day event here in our Edison campus, featuring keynote speakers WNBA champion Tamika Dixon and Rutgers University Athletic Director Kelly Zinn in February. The K-12 Partnerships team, led by Director Kimberly Hooper, will continue bringing groups of 7th and 8th graders to campus from middle schools across Middlesex County for a day of exploration and fun. This spring, the team is planning a special middle school student day in March. We are inviting several hundred middle school students to campus for a fun-filled day of information sessions, engaging presentations by faculty and staff, hands-on activities, and entertainment. Our future students will learn all about our array of academic programming, as well as how they can get involved in extracurricular activities, including sports and clubs, when they enroll as a student. The Workforce Development and Lifelong Learning team will be launching the Supply Chain Webinar this spring. The Supply Chain Webinar will be a quarterly event designed to showcase interviews with insightful leaders in the supply chain industry in New Jersey. The college continues to examine and refine our emergency preparedness protocols, looking at best practices in place at our institutions across the state and country. Under the leadership of Police Chief Chris Wirtz, our police officers will be recommending updates of our protocols and implementing new information sessions and training exercises beginning later this semester. Vice Presidents Jeff Herron and Dion Miller and Dean Megan Alai are in the process of forming the working groups that will be looking for evidence that Middlesex College meets the standards of the Middle States Commission on Higher Education as part of our self-study review process over the next 3 years. Additional volunteers are welcome for this multi-year commitment, culminating in a site visit in fall 2028. If you're interested in serving on a working group, please respond to the invitation that will appear in your inbox later today. This performing arts center will undergo a major facelift beginning next week. Watch for updates on the refresh of this space as we rechristen it as the Nayan and Bindu Dalal Center for the Arts. I'm excited to be able to share information about the Middlesex County Community Innovation and Opportunity Strategic Investment Plan, or CIO plan. As we've been witnessing, progress is being achieved on the construction of 3 new structures here on our Edison campus as part of that CIO plan: an open-air multi-purpose community venue, a new student center, and the Middlesex County Innovation High School, part of the Middlesex County Magnet School system. Here is a time-lapse video of the construction of the new venue located behind North Hall. Completion of the high school is anticipated by September, and the completion of the student center and multipurpose venue by the end of 2026. Just a reminder that you can stay up to date on progress by visiting the county's website at middlesexcountynj.gov/CIO plan, and about construction here on campus by consulting the construction update page on our college website. With the extraordinary investment by Middlesex County on and near our campus, the college will be able to do even more to lean into and live up to our mission. This level of investment will be transformative for the county, for the college, and for the students and community we serve, and will secure Middlesex College's status as the heart of Middlesex County. Before I introduce our newest colleagues, I want to do what I always do at Convocations, highlight a few of our amazing alumni. April is National Community College Month, and at Middlesex College, we highlight on our social media an alum every day of the month. I also invite an alumnus or alumna who graduated within the last 10 years to address our Board of Trustees at the April monthly board meeting. The 3 alumni I'm showcasing this morning spoke at those April meetings over the past few years. I highlighted Vetchi Vilvert, class of 2013, at the fall 2024 convocation. Vetchi graduated from Middlesex College with an associate in applied science degree in restaurant and food service management, with the dream of starting his own food business. He founded his own company, Natural Vert, which produces a line of organic, gluten-free vegan granola. Vetchi reports that in the last 2 years, the demand for his product has continued to increase dramatically, with more local, regional, and national grocery store chains carrying his products. You can find Natural Vert organic granola at Lidl, ShopRite, Target, and Whole Foods markets. After graduating from Middlesex College in 2021, Sanjana Bhutala transferred to Rider University with a full scholarship. She excelled at Rider and was selected as a student speaker at her graduation from Rider in 2023, the first time a transfer student was ever afforded that honor. Sanjana is now a third-year medical student at Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School in New Brunswick. And Devon Pender also graduated from Middlesex College in 2021. He earned a bachelor's degree at Rutgers University, New Brunswick, and a master's degree from the University of Maryland. Devon's goal was to work in higher education, and after his graduation from Maryland last spring, Devon landed a position at Kean University, where he serves as the coordinator of student-athlete development. As you read in the quotes that I shared from these three alumni, these alumni attribute their success to the foundation provided by all of you. If you know of a graduate who has made us proud, please share their name and contact information with me so I can highlight them at a future convocation. It is now my pleasure to introduce our new full-time colleagues who were hired since the fall convocation in August. Please hold your applause until the end. Our new colleagues are Ariadna Benitez Cueva, Stephanie Bordinabe, Sarah Booth, Soraya Cortez, Eliana Gonsalves, Melanie Munoz, Jasmine Nieves, Francis Pinalo Acosta, Gabriel Perdomo, Luis Roldan, Lydianne Silva Santos, Julian Suazo, and Valerie Zuluaga. Please join me in a round of applause for our newest colleagues. The following full-time employees have assumed new roles at the college since August: Martine Arana, Greg Arfin, Tim Burns, Walter Johnson, Jennifer Jones, John Kelly, Caitlin Lugo, and Louis Nieves Jr. Please join me in a round of applause for our colleagues who were promoted. As we embark on another semester, I thank each of you for your continued dedication to our students and for spreading the word about all that Middlesex College has to offer to your friends, family, and neighbors. This concludes the State of the College presentation. The Center for the Enrichment of Learning and Teaching has scheduled an array of workshops this week. Go to the Eventbrite link on the SELP page for the college website to sign up. The Academic Affairs Division Convocation will begin at 10:30, not in here, but down in the cafeteria. And the Workforce Development Lifelong Learning Division Convocation will begin at 11 o'clock in the Brunswick Room in Craybill Hall. Here's wishing all of us another successful semester.